Recording in progress.
Okay, assalamu alaikum and hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about the basic codings of Arduino, our main and the ultimate microcontrolling unit, the microcontroller board Arduino Uno. So it's not about the Arduino Uno, it's totally about the all the boards of Arduino. So when you are uploading the sketch to the particular board of the Arduino, then you have to select the COM port. Okay, and there are lots of variation and specifications, and selecting the items, choosing the ultimate port is our main concern. So let's jump to the sections of coding and start talking about the details of the environment where we're going to write down our codes. Okay. So first of all, I have to go to Arduino Uno, but before that, you may open your browser. Okay, write down what? Arduino IDE. So whenever you are going to search for the Arduino IDE, you will get this environment. Okay, so please write down and okay. So when you get this Arduino IDE, you have to click this item and just go through this link to download for your PC where you have to write your codes. So first of all, there are different versions of Arduino. Every versions are the updated and so much sophisticated than the previous version. So these versions most probably are the easier portions to work, because every updated versions bring up some new changes, and that will be easier to do or operate any kind of task. Okay, so if you were a Mac user like me, then you have to choose what? You have to choose this Mac OS, and wait a second. So I didn't share the screen. Okay. So you have to choose the Mac OS, and if you and if you are a Windows user, so there are different types of installer like MSI, zip file, or Windows 10, or more than that. So in terms of your 32 or 64 bits, right now I can assume that most of the PCs are 64 bits. So according to the specification of your personal computer, so you have to download your the ultimate Arduino, okay, ultimate IDE. So that's the main fact actually, and you have to choose your preferable options. So Mac OS is the very user friendly. I mean, if you want to work on Catalina and 64 bits and Big Sur, so Mac OS will be your premium version. There's different type of version. Basically, after 2020, you will find the Mac OS. It's that M1, M2 chipset, and that has been built by their own manufacturing company, Apple. And before that, they hired Intel to launch their chipset, and that chipset was regularly coming from the Intel. Okay, so there's a two difference. The Intel is the Catalina, and the Apple Silicon, I mean the M1 or M1 chip, is the prime version of Mac OS. Okay, that's the mother chipset actually. There is a few or less persons or the consumers who use the Linux, so you don't need to worry about that. What's your operating system? What's your operating system of your computer, personal computer? Windows, Mac, or Windows? So you may go with the flow of zip file of Windows. Okay, you need to extract that. Okay, so I have downloaded this Arduino IDE, and right now I am using in this PC. So you have to like Mac OS, Big Sur, SUR. So you have to press that item. And if you think that I'm rich enough to contribute, so you may contribute $3, $5, but as I'm poor, okay, so I don't want to donate this decent money, so I won't donate any money over there. So I will click over just download. That seems you will get this Arduino IDE as a free. Okay, so after pressing just download, there will be a file downloading on your PC, and after that we are going to work with that particular environment. So you will go to the download section and search for the Arduino IDE, and you will come to know this Arduino portion over your PC. So it will take 32 5 to 10 seconds to open up this Arduino IDE. Right now it is popping up and jumping over there to that navigation bar. And if you have this Arduino IDE, then it will open as the same like as Mac OS, just you are watching right now. Okay. So this is the common phenomenon or the face of the Arduino right now you are watching over there. So what you have to do is what? To look at this portion. So there are two different portions. One is the void setup and the other is what? The void loop. So how did you? How are you going to operate this setup and loop? Okay. First of all, before jumping to this setup and loop, we should watch what's going on over there. So if you are a Windows user, then you will find this file name, and if you want to open a new file, then you will need to press new. Then there will be another environment or another window will come over and pop up over there. Okay, so this is the new window, so we don't need to open any other one. And if you want to open any previous file that you have been saved previous and you have worked on that, so you can open that file. There's some open recent, like I have been working on sonar code, flame sensor, soccer bot, and DSC22. So these sensors are very ultimate sensors to what? To get to know the previous course actually. So there are some sketchbooks and examples. So examples is the most important feature of this Arduino IDE environment or software, because you can work on different sectors, like you can work on controls, you can work on basics, okay, you can work on digital or any other subcategory. So the fact is, whenever you are just put your mouse over there, then it will automatically show some codes, and just selecting one like button or something, like we are going to go for the basic blink code. So if I press the blink, then I will get the ultimate and the most user friendly blink code that has been made by the Arduino with his personal user interface. So this code is very much efficient to run such a basic operations. Okay, so as a basics, you need to know about the blinks. Okay, so the blink code, what you have, the course over there, and I will let you know about how these blink codes work. But before that, I will obviously tell you the void setup and void loop. But the fun fact is, I'm just showing you the file section. That's why it has come previously than the open sketch and the void loop. So there are lots of parameters and categories over there. There's a bridge over there, or GSM module, liquid crystal, SD. Then robot motors, then what? SPI pins. I will talk about the SPI pins last class. Okay, software serial, EEPROM. If you want to save any data like 1 kilobyte, 2 kilobyte size, and that needs to be set where, like any read, any update, any write. So if I open the EEPROM read or write, then you will get this code. So see, so you have to read this address memory, and you will find that what is the value of this address memory, then you will put your ultimate preferable file or course over there, and this code, these sketches will be saved to the Arduino as a specific memory, okay, as a fixed memory. Then you want to put over there, you want to keep that file over there. Okay, so that's the ultimate phases of these portions. And you will get to know the close section, you will get to know about the save, if you want to say Command S, and you can use the Control S in your Windows. Okay, then you may use the save as, like you want to select a name for your particular sketch, then you can put over there, like, okay. So page setup and print is not so much important. Then I am jumping to the edit section. So sorry. In edit section, you may modify your fonts, your text colors, okay, to find you any kind of lines. Like if right now you have almost tons and dozens of lines of course for a particular sketch, then what you are going to do at that time. The thing you have to do is you have to search that line where I have mentioned this integer, where I have mentioned this algorithm, where I have mentioned or talk about these numbers or any other else in the particular sketch. Then you can find or search something. Okay, find next, find previous. So in your Windows, if you press Ctrl and F, then you can find your precious lines. So sketch is very important to verify and compile. So before uploading any sketch to that particular, before uploading your sketch or any codes to the particular Arduino board, then the thing you have to do is you have to verify or compile. Okay, so after verify or compile, after verifying and compiling the sketch, they will justify or scrutinize that whether there is any bug or not. If it is fully okay, then you can upload your code. You may upload your code in instance, but when you are going to upload your code, if it's not okay, then it is automatically generate the bugging lines or the bug of your particular course. Okay, I will show you about that. So upload using programmer. So I have talked about that you have MCU like 80 mega 328p, but in the other hand, you can't select any port. So for that particular programmable ISP, you have to select this, upload this programmer. Okay, then what? Export compile binary is not so much important. Show sketch folder. The sketch would have been set to that portion. If you go to the section, then you will find your folder of the sketch where all the sketches will be set over there. EDGOOD library is very much important because every code is not perfect. It seems like there will be some particular dress code when you are going to mosque. You should wear Punjabi, right? Pajama Punjabi is very decent. And when you are going to attend any wedding show, you will never wear any lungi or something sandwiches, isn't it? So you'll wear some black pant or formal shirt, or in outer gesture you will select coat, suit, pant or something like that, isn't it? So every particular environment suits with a different kind of dress. So every particular sketch will suit with different kind of library. So to include that library, you may add zip file and you may manage library. So how we are going to manage this library? There will be another section. We'll jump over there. Where is it? Manage library. Okay, yeah, it will take some time. So this is the portion of the managed library and how it works actually. Okay, so let's look at the sections. Okay, so these are the options of managed library. Like you have, you are working with LCD display. Okay, so I will search with display. Okay, display. So there's lots of library or sensor scripts like yeah. See, Liquid Crystal is the most user friendly and most accepted library to all over the world. Okay, when you're going to work on the LCD display, Liquid Crystal library is the must choice library for to work on that. So here are some select versions like see, you will get 1.0, 1.01 and 1.6. See, it's not installed in your PC. So if it is installed in your PC or your laptop, then this install will not come over there. Then what you have to select the latest version of the library, then you have to install. So it will installing into your PC where this software has been set, or you have set the software. Okay, you may download your Arduino through your Microsoft account. You have to go where? To the Microsoft Store. Then you search Arduino IDE. Then obviously you will get the get your Arduino IDE interface. Okay, so the do portion to download actually. So it has been downloaded to my PC right now, and as a subsection of Arduino IDE. Okay, it won't download to any other file or dormitory or documents. Okay, it will save to the Arduino IDE. Okay, so that's why you have to know details of it. Okay, where sketch, where include library. Okay, so how this managed library, I mean add zip file will work. So right now you can't find the library that has been searching in your IDE section. Then you have to go to the internet, like go to the internet. I'm showing it now. Go to the internet. Now what you are going to download? Going to download what? Liquid crystal. Okay, or you may ask the library of what? LCD display of Arduino IDE. So when you are searching something like this, see there is an official website that is Arduino IDE, I mean docs.arduino.cc. Okay, so this is the liquid crystal library, and you have to enter to this library and you will find this code. Okay, if after scrolling your page, obviously you will get that library in the particular section. Okay, so where is it? Where is it? Okay, don't need to worry about that. Okay, I've got it. So you may find it to the Arduino reference. Okay, there will be another chance. Probably you may go, okay, I got it. See what I have installed right now, 1.06, but there is still latest version of what? 1.07. So it will enter or set up as a particular updated version to your Arduino IDE. But right now, if you are searching for the official website, then you will find 1.0.7. So you need to click this 1.0.7. See, there is a zip file has been downloaded. It's 90.5 kilobyte. Okay, so it has been downloaded to my laptop. So the thing you need to do, you have to go to the Arduino IDE. Then what? Then you have to include the library option, then add zip library. Okay, so when this add zip library will come, why it has been downloaded? I know it has been downloaded to my download sections. So I will enter to my download section and I will allow it for the download section. Then after searching this downloaded section, where is it? Where is it? It's really hard to find something like this. Okay, yeah, see, do you find that 1.0.7? So we should work on the latest version in any time. Just because of our code will not run just because of the updated version of your library. So what's the significance role of your library to the particular Arduino IDE? Okay, so every time you see you have to declare a .h file. Basically it's a header file. So a header file cannot comply with your IDE unless you have added your library. Okay, so it will never get access to your Arduino IDE unless you have been added your library. Do you get my point? So what I have to do is I have to choose this file. So I have already chosen this file, and most probably it has been added. Okay, see, there's a line. What's the exactly written over there? Library added to your libraries. Check into library menu. So see, check into library menu, and you will find what? See, LCD display I2C. Okay, so these libraries has been added by you manually. Probably you could be add from the internet, or you could add it from where? To the preference section and find the library name, or to the filter. I mean, you will search your library name through your filter, and the latest version will come through over there. You have to select the ultimate version, and after selecting that version, you have to press the download button just to make sure that it has been added. Okay, so you can add this library in how many ways? 2 ways. Okay, yeah. So if you want to add file, that will be okay. You don't have to worry about that. You can add file to this library. Okay, it's lots of portion. So coded can be in automatic format. Okay, so archive switch and reload, that's not very necessary. So there's another way to connect to library is the manage library. So there could be 3 portions. Okay, you could manage a library. If I press this manage library, then obviously that section will come over there to add something. That's the same scenario. Okay, so these are same. These are the same thing. Okay, let's cancel it down. Okay, tools. So serial monitor and serial plotter is a very prominent version to get the very much visualization result. Okay, you may visualize your result like you need display. Okay, you need a display to show the value, to get the value in a visualizations. But if you use this serial monitor in the right section of your computer or in another tab or in another window, you can find your ultimate values. Okay, so that values can be portrayed in where in the LCD display. So if you don't have any display, you can check out your results whether they are okay or not through this serial plotter or serial monitor. So it's a firmware update, not so necessary. Here comes the the most curious one. Okay, so you have Arduino Yon, Arduino Uno, Arduino Decimila, Arduino Nano. So lots of Arduino boards over there. So right now you have Arduino Nano to your hand, and your board had been selected as Arduino Uno. Do you think that your code will be uploaded very smoothly to that board? Obviously not, because if you want to upload your code in Arduino Nano, obviously you have to select the ultimate board of Arduino Nano. Okay, so select is the most important. So here are some ports like Dev AirPods Pro. This is the ultimate. This is the connected version that has been worked as a Bluetooth portion of my laptop. So as it's not connected, one thing is connected is VIG MTBS2. Right now I am showing my result to that computer. So that's very much important. For that reason, it's showing that MBS2 something. And when you connect your Arduino to the particular port, and I will obviously talk about that on the next class, next Saturday. So that's very much important to get the all over results. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to select the port very carefully, because without selecting the port, the computer won't understand where this sketch should be sent. Okay, so you have to select the port very sincerely. And there's some information about get board info, it's not so much important. And AVIRSP, MKL, if you see that the board is not selected or something, after selecting very carefully all these stuffs, that everything is okay, but there are some programmable chip over there, and that chipset should be AVR or ISP or Atmega 32P and so on. So to select the select your preference, to select the preferable programmer board or MKIL or AVRASP to your particular Arduino, you have to select this one from, and you have to choose this one, any of them. And run bootloader is not for your portion. Whenever you are going to use any programmable ISP, like you have only MCU ATmega328P and you have to upload the code, then you have to burn that bootloader. So you have to burn that bootloader with the help of programmable ISP, and there would be some manually designed circuit board where there should be attached of any oscillator, ceramic capacitors, some resistance regulator or something else, or more than that. Okay, so you have to build it by your own PCB or by your own hand, you have to solder it. Then you will upload the code to that particular ATmega328P with this bootloader, because to that MCU particular Arduino board there is no any port, there is no any capacitor, there is no any connection underneath the pins of MCU, ATmega328P. Okay, so Arduino board is very prominent. So in the help section, if you want any kind of help, you may search over there, getting started, troubleshooting, or so on. So these are the basics of Arduino IDE. You have to know details about it, and it will be the best suggestion for you that you will enter to the every category, every subcategories, and press your left button to get to know details about it, what's going on over there, what's the ultimate result from there. How can I make sure that yes, that's the beneficial thing, so that's the useful thing I have to occupy with it. Okay, so you have to explore all the categories, like what's, okay, it's a edit section, they go to the line, okay, press go to the line. Okay, so I have to work on that like this way. Fine. Then what we have right now, okay, let's select a code. Okay, let's select a code. So where we will find some codes over there. Here is examples. So in examples, there's a basic code of blink. So if I open this code blink, I will get to know the details code of blinking and how this code been written over there. Okay. So first of all, this is the basic code that has been mentioned over there, and the modified code from 2018. Okay, so see, after looking to this screen, what is the significant difference that has been measured from color? Like these are written in blue, these have been portrayed in orangish or something like that, and there is some double slash over there. These lines are very much unique or something unusual, right? They had been portrayed in ash color. So there are some significant rules over there, like we will start in commenting. So if you want to comment anything, you have to write down in double slash. Okay, so I want to comment something, then I have to write it in double slash. So you can see that there is a portion like star and slash and star and slash. That means you can select an overall scenario. If you have 3 or 4 lines or more than that, and you have to comment out all the lines, then what you have to do, you have to select that ultimate line. So we will start on that like this. Okay, see all these selected as a comment. Now we want to comment it or comment it down in specific 1 or 2 lines. The thing we have to do is what? We have to we have to select this double slash. So this double slash will occupy or ensure you and assure you something like, yes, this line has been commented. You don't have to worry about that line. That is not going to concern in your coding. Okay, that's not going to be concerned in your sketch. Okay, so before that, we will get to know about the void setup and void loop. See, so what is void setup and what is void loop? Okay, I'm going to comment it over there. That's the first comment I want to set up. Setup is something like you are setuping something, or you are initializing something, is it? Okay, and as well as declaring something. Fine. So what's initializing? Okay. And that's not a business of us. Okay, so you are initializing something and declaring something. It seems that you are not going to work on that before starting your work. Like you are to plant a tree. What you have to focus on? You need an axe or something very heavy that can be digged out the ultimate soil, and that can be very useful to plant a tree. Okay, you need a pot of water, you need a tree actually, and that tree that you have planned to put onto the particular dig, to the particular hole or that area. Okay, so these are the items you need to select. So selecting items or declaring the items. Okay, I need a knife, I need an axe, I need a tree or something, I need water, a pot. Okay, so these are the setup. So you have to set up that. So to set up that, you have to say that pin mode. See, the written is in very different way. If you want to write pin modes, you have to PIN-MODE. If you look very deeply, this pin mode and this pin mode is not same in syntax and same in format. So if you select this M as a caps lock M, a capital M, then the color has been changed. It seems or it indicates that okay, fine, there's a mode of the pin like digital or analog or something, is it? So and it could be input or output. So there's different mode. So to declare that whether is it input pin or output pin, you have to declare the pin mode. And there's a two portion of pin mode. What? So there's a comma over there. One is the pin and the second is what? The types of pin. Do you get my point? Types of pin. So the pin is like it could be digital pin 11, digital pin 7, or it could be Shagor pin, Sabbir pin, something like that. I'm going to come over there. The Shagor pin, Sabbir pin, Fuad pin. Okay, is the initialization that had been declared as a function. I mean global initialization or global function something over the void setup. But that's not our concern. So the pin could be like 11, 10, 7, 6, whatever it is. If the pin is in input mode, then you have to declare that input and output. See, the output has been written in this directory that all the letters should be in caps lock, in capitals. So it's very important that why this letter has been written in capital, in a caps lock way. Okay, so you have declared the pin, like you are going to have some fun and blinking with the digital pin 13. So that's why they have written LED built in. So there's a built-in pin in Arduino. That's just after the 13 number pin, and that is internally short with the 13 number pin number 13. So that's the very much information you get to know about void setup. So what can you do with the void loop? Okay, so what is the usefulness of the void loop? Void loop is something. What is the meaning of loop? Process that has been done or that has been accomplished again and again and again until it gets the what ultimate result, right? So in loop section is something like that, around something and one and again and beat that point again and come to that point over and over and over and beat that point again. So to that section, like how we are going to operate that void loop section. Okay, how? It's something like that. Yes, again the D would be in small letter and the W is something in caps letter. Why? Because when you are using two portions in a word, the first portion of the word is something in small letter and the second portion start in like caps lock letter. That's the format of the Arduino, and this language is called the Arduino language, which is the basic interface of C++. Okay, fine. So that's the section of over there, and you have to set a delay over there of 1000. So delay means a late. So 1000 is just for a second. If you want to turn off a light for a second, you have to set an indicator of 1000. Okay. Why 1000? Because this 1000 is equivalent to what? To microsecond. I mean 1 second, that means 1000 microseconds. So delay function has been built internally as a microsecond function. Okay, so 1000 microsecond seems that is 1 second, because if I write delay 1, it will consider as a 1 microsecond. Sorry, 1 millisecond. My mistake, 1 millisecond. So that's the main fact. So 1 millisecond is not very worth it time. Okay. So in digitalization, I have to focus in low and high. If you are very smart, then you may work on 1 and 0, because these are the ultimately same result you will find out over there. And if you want to say no, I will turn on my LED in 2 seconds and turn off in 1 second, then for 2 seconds you have to set it as a 2000 what millisecond. So 2000 millisecond is equivalent to the 2 seconds. Okay. So after finishing every line, there is a problem of semicolon. So semicolon means this line is the end, and to comment it down over there, you can set it like double slash portion. Clear? Okay, so it's clear right now, and okay, it's clear right now. Yeah, fine. And if I check or verify this, because I'm not uploading this code, if I check or verify, it will obviously find out or figure out a problem. See how this problem has been shown to the Arduino IDE. Right now I'm just talking about that. So it's just compiling a sketch and just moving over there. There's a problem. See, pin mode. What's the pin mode? Da was not declared. So da. So if I did not put any double slash, it will consider as a code. Okay. So again I have to verify. Obviously there are some sorts of problems over there. Okay, so unexpected delay over there. So before that, this line they have been checked over there. The system has been checked over there, or the compiler has been checked over there. That's not okay. That's why I have to put a semicolon over there and ask and verify again to check it out whether it's okay or not. So it's done. I mean, there is no problems in compiling because your code is perfectly okay. Okay, so I've talked about what globalization or something, global function or something. So if I write LED built-in initially like integer LED pin, okay, or if I write something like that integer Fuad LED pin equal to what 13. So every time I don't need to change the pin number 13. So I will write what, I will copy this one and change it over there like this way, because it's just a name, it's a noun, so you don't need to worry about that. The result would be same, is it? Okay. So what's the benefits of this system or this kind of writing? Whenever you are going to work on a bigger purpose, or you are working on some sorts of lines, you have multiple integers, multiple variables, then but how you are going to declare on that? So the fact is you have to declare like this way with a name, because every time there are 13, 7, 4 something, 12, 11 or 10. So every time you have to change that course in every lines, and if you see, if you write it down over there for a particular time, then what? Then you have to change the pin number 7 to 9. So the thing you have to do, you have to change over there top of the word setup. So when you are going to change the line to the top portions where it is globally declared, the variable is called global variable. What is called? It's a global variable. When you declare like this, you don't need to worry about the other stuffs, because yeah, there's some sorts of problems. Somehow this jumper is not working. You have changed that jumper from 6 to 9. Then what you have to do? You have to just write 9 over there. Then automatically this Fuad LED pin will be assigned as a 9 number pin or pin number 9. Do you get my point? This pin number also has been this LED pin will be assigned as a pin number 9. Okay, so whenever you're going to change that items, you don't need to worry about the later stuffs or the downward streams of this code. Just look at the global function, I mean global variable, just change that particular name, it will be okay over there. Okay, so let's see, let's sorry, input what? Oh, I have written in wrong format because it will be INT. See, there is a blue. What's the question? Input is 9. No, I am working on LED. So I'm not taking any value from the system or any sensors. There is no input pin. As I have to do, I have to just make sure that the output pin will be work like 2 seconds and 1 second, 2 seconds and 1 second, and that output is connected with the LED. Okay, so I have nomenclature the system as like this. Okay, so it's just the output portion. So it's just written very clearly that turn on the LED is the voltage is high level because it get a pulse over there and make the pin high, and that high creates a minimum voltage to turn on the LED, and that's how you can see that the LED is blinking. Okay. Turn off means there will be zero, there will be no voltage over there. So it will be, there is no pulse like straight line over there. So you can see that okay, there will be no voltage, then the LED will be turned off for a particular 1 second. Okay, so that's the basic of our coding, and I hope you have enjoyed a lot. So gradually we will let you know about details of our program and how it works actually, and how we have formed all these connections and all these items. Okay, so what I have to do right now, I have to, didn't I stop share? Okay, stop sharing. Okay, so that's the end, and I hope you have enjoyed this video a lot, and that's the basic of Arduino IDE that one should know about it, and probably I have made it very much compact and easier and user friendly to get to know all the details of it. And later on I will talk about I'll talk about the basic formation of coding, the other subcategories that has been mentioned over there as a by default interface of the Arduino, and obviously we'll get to familiar with the other boards and other sensors and taking the inputs over there and work with the other outputs. Okay, so that's the end of our today's session. Thank you so much to being with us, and okay, thank you so much, and assalamu alaikum. So stop recording.
Recording stopped.
Okay, ठीक है, so you may stop the video.